Hey everybody, I want to make an announcement. I bought a Segway today. I'm gonna go be riding that thing around town. Oh yeah. Uh, hell no, I didn't. Uh, anyway, um, there were we were having a discussion in a. Let me see if I can tilt this up a little bit. We were having a discussion in another uh, podcast, chat, live stream, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what each one of them are anymore, but we were having a discussion about, or they were having a discussion about what age would be the best part of life, in your lifetime. And I guess, that most of them think they're going to live to be 150. So I don't know where they think they are in their lifetime. But most of the people on this, I would say 70% of the people on this podcast or live stream or whatever it was, uh, were 30s, 20s and 30s, somewhere around that. Then the rest of it was a mix. The other probably 30% is, people in their 40s, 50s. And I think they even have this one dumbass on there, man. He's like 60 years old. I don't even know. Oh, man. Uh, but man, there's only one guy on there older than him. But the other guy, we don't know what happened to him. I hope, I'm praying nothing bad has happened to him. But I haven't, uh, or they were discussing what years was the best years of their lives. And it started off talking about what decades. And I think it started off, somebody said 1970s was the best. And then I, I, I can't remember how many of those went where no, 1990s, 1980s, whatever. And then I I don't know how I got around to it, but I ended up stating that no, you're between the ages of 40 and 50 in your life, between the ages of 40 and 50. Nothing before that, everything before that, you're building up for that 10-year span. That's it. That's going to be your glory days. You watch and see. And whatever comes out of that will make what happens in your golden years. But that doggone 40 to 50 years old, man, it'll either make or break you. And if you don't believe me, watch and see. And the reason why I say those years is because I'm telling you what, I don't care what age you are. You think you already know it all. I've been all them ages. I was 10. I thought I knew it all then. I was 20. I was damn sure I knew it all then. Uh, I was 30. And by then, I don't even know why I wasn't running the entire earth. It made no sense to me because I could do a better job. By the time I was 40, well, I was more into family. Started getting more into family stuff. Because when I got married, I married a woman that had a 3-year-old boy and almost a 5-year-old daughter. And they've been with me ever since. And things changed for me. It happened before I was 40, way before. But before I was 40, I really wasn't thinking that much about the family and everything. I was more money, money. How can I make some money, money, money? That's what my parents pumped into my head. Money, money. How are you gonna make some more money? It's weekend. You want to go out here and mess around, not make no money. You want to go make some money. You know, as far as my parents were concerned, don't take a day off. And they, by no means, were rich, folks. Believe me, by no means were they ever rich. They were well off, but they were never even rich. Now, by the time you're 40, you done chased all the men, all the women, all the hunting, fishing, running around, playing basketball. You have rode your motorcycles, whatever it is. You've done it for so long that now your body is starting to tell you, hey, that expensive motorcycle, dirt bikes, like what I had, dirt bikes and shit, all that shit, it's time for it to go. That's going to kill you. That's when I had to get rid of them, folks. At about 38 years old, I'm riding. I had a 1981, and this was when I was 30, and 80. These bikes were already over 10 years old, or I was 38, but I had a CR 250 dirt bike that I built from the ground up. I took every bolt, everything out of this thing, sandblasted the frame, had it powder coated, had the motor built by a professional KMN or KNM. He was a professional racer, and when he retired from racing, he put a shop in Phoenix, Arizona. Well, he built the motor. I took the motor over to him, and he built that motor, ported it, polished it, bored it out. Let's see. He did everything he could do. I think that was pretty much it. Bored it out, ported everything, polished it real good, replaced it. He pretty much made it a race motor. And then I put it back in that, and man, that thing would scare me. I'm telling you. But I also had an RM 250. And both these bikes are 2-strokes, folks. They aren't no 4-stroke shit. That 2-stroke shit will blow that 4-stroke shit away. Guarantee it. Especially from 0 to 60. That ain't no shit. 0 to 60 on a damn 2-stroke racing CR250 motor. That sucker will put you 60 in about second gear. Because by the time I got through all the gears, I know I was well over 100 mile an hour. And that's way too fast to be going across the dirt on a little bicycle. But how'd I get on that? Oh no, I was talking about. Oh yeah, that's right. 38. I went from riding those damn things to getting in full size trucks, or not full size. That's not a full size, but I went into my first one was a full size Bronco, 1990, 300. 4.9 liter 300 straight six, which was basically a tractor engine that Ford made. I'm serious. That's what it was. That's why I bought that damn Bronco. It had the freaking four speed or 4 speed, I think, on the floor with a granny gear in it. I had a 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive low. I could lock that thing in. Then I had, we locked in both differentials. I put a spool in the front of my Bronco. They called it a spool back then, and then I put manual lockout hubs on it, so that the spool would not kick in until I hand locked in both hubs in the front. Then once I did that, that whole front axle was solid. It was just like it was solid. Well, it was as solid as the parts made it, but it made it badass. And then I'll tell you the truth, I welded the rear axle ring. I didn't do it, folks. I had friends that did this shit. But I was there when he did it, when he welded the spider gears and all that shit together. Man, this thing, if I made a turn at all, just a slight turn, the back wheels, because they were turning exactly at the same time. There was no give because there was no give. And that damn Bronco would go anywhere. And that's why I got away from that. But those were, you got all this play out of your head. If you're doing anything serious, like in my 40s, I was going through mine shafts. I was going through cave systems on Indian land. We had permission to go on the Indian land and shit because my father, I owned a painting business, but my father also, we started the family business when we moved to Arizona. And I got to remember, folks, they keep taking down all my channels, and I've told these stories before, but I'm going to have to tell them again to make this sense to anybody else. But my dad's business, the family business that we started when we first got to Arizona, we could do government work, all of this shit. My dad had it all. And we did a lot of Indian reservation work. The government came in and built a bunch of free homes for a bunch of Indians on Indian reservation families. That they had a hunk of land. They didn't have no house on it or nothing. They needed a house put on it, so the Indians talked to the government. The government come in and they made a deal. See, you got to understand, people. Out in Arizona, the casinos are Indian only. So the Indians have some dealings they can do with the government because they make a lot of money off the casinos, all right? So the Indians do their wheeling and dealing, and they get the government to build a bunch of free houses for their families that need them. And my father got business, got the contract, so we would go in there and paint them. So I got to know a lot of these chiefs of these reservation people. There's so many reservations out there in Arizona, different. It's not one tribe, folks. It's got to be like at least 30, and I think I got a list of them Now, that's another video, but there's about 30 different tribes of Indians in Arizona alone. Reservations, and the reservations, and there's some places that aren't even reservation. It's their land, period. I can't remember what it's called. Let's see if I can find it here. Oh, here it is, yeah. Tribes, it's either, they're either named, let's see, the tribes or the official names. What do they call them? Reservation. Oh, or nations. That's it. Because I wrote a bunch of these down. Let me count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, there's at least 17 of them. And I tried to make sure when I made this list, because like the Gila River community, the Pima Indians, the Maricopa Indians, the Hopi Indians, the let's see who's the biggest one, Mohawk, or no, there is Mohawk Indians out there. Where's well, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying, folks. There's that many different tribes in the area, and we would get permission from the tribe to be on the property. And we had guys that knew, even because they lived there all their lives. They have dealt, and it was some of these guys that they were Indians on the that we would go out there with, and they would show us these caves and these mines and stuff. And some of these guys were so good at it that they found some stuff that see everything we found when we if we were on Indian land, anything we found we had to take straight to the chief, give it to him. If he decided we were allowed to have it, then he would let us have it. If it was people that were a part of the tribe, they got to keep it. The chief didn't take. The only reason we had to give it to the chief is because we weren't part of the tribe. But if we were all part of the tribe, we wouldn't even have to take it to the chief. We could have took it home with us. But we always gave it to the chiefs. We never had no problems with that. We just wanted to go check this shit out, And to get back to see, I can run in all directions, folks. To get back to why 40s is so great is because you've gotten all your chasing of whatever sex you chase. You got all that out. Usually by 40, if you're having kids, you're already got one or two anyway. Maybe 10. I don't know. Way you guys go at it, it's like a bunch of rabbits. I ain't kidding you, folks. It's the funniest. It's the funniest fucking thing I ever seen in my life. The way you guys. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, folks. You got to give me a minute to regain myself. That's the funniest thing I ever said in my life out loud. I heard it. But you guys do. You go at it like a bunch of damn rabbits. Married or not, it don't matter. But by the time you're 40, you got your life is pretty much straightened out. You got kids. you've done made different job decisions and everything else, so you can afford all them rabbits. Oh shit! I can't get that out of my mind. Oh shit! Anyway, that's some funny shit. I don't care what any of you think. If you was in my shoes, you'd be laughing. Or my age, anyway. Shit. Where was I at? This hoof print that's on this. Or no, I wasn't talking about that, was I? No. Back to the 40. Between your 40s and. What did I say? Between 40s and 50s or 50s and 60s? No, it was 40s and 50s. That's right. By then, you got your jobs all straightened out where you can afford the damn kids and still have a life. To be honest with you, not the damn kids, folks. That's my old language still coming in with my new language. I don't mean it like that. Somebody pointed that out to me. I use damn a lot. But I didn't even mean for this thing to be this long. You guys, hell, I'm cutting it off here. I could go on for an hour. You guys, love you out there. Please. God loves you. I love you. Jesus loves you. Seek Jesus' path. I done cracked myself up. I got to shut this down. I love you guys. Till the next one.